And we're live. Lucy's trying to finagle more cat treats out of me.
Lucy's trying to get cat treats. Johnny's lighting fires.
Johnny had a nice walk this morning.
Johnny's lighting fires.
Johnny had a nice walk this morning. Uh-oh. It was me. Forgot to mute my video. What a week. What a week.
What a week. Y'all's politicians are sure showing they behind this week.
Well, back in April after Madison Cawthorn, we did read on, are things going to get pettier? And we all got yes. So
Us meaning this midterm season.
What's this group's name? Muckrakers?
Muckrakers.
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 Yeah.
Muckrakers.
I'm here for it. Keep
I'm
it
I
going.
mean,
all day. Literally here for it.
it's a new brand right there.
Any announcements before we get into that? We should start with our Muckrakers going to bring up more. Oh, happy Father's Day to all the dads and all the pet dads, and happy Juneteenth. If that's that, it doesn't sound right to say happy Juneteenth, like happy freedom.
Say happy Juneteenth. Make it sound.
Juneteenth.
It just doesn't sound right.
On behalf of the African American delegation, I approve everybody saying happy
Happy Juneteenth.
I will.
Federal holiday now.
Mhm.
Oh, well, there we go.
Any announcements, anybody? It's great to have Adrian here with us.
Thank you for having me. I didn't mean to bombard you with texts Wednesday, but I was like, you see what I see?
Consider a link to the video. You saw it on my channel, I guess. And I was like, want to join us for Petty Boots? And you're like, oh, yeah.
And I was like, everybody on the TikTok has been bringing receipts. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna flood Jen with all of these little stupid videos I've been watching.
Johnny, Becca did a Grand Tableau on Ginny Thomas Friday night. If you missed that, go watch that. It was awesome. You did somebody else last week too, didn't you?
I did Ginny Thomas with Ted Cruz. That's all on one video. And then I forget who else I
I
did.
did one more.
Yeah, but I forget who else I did.
I can't remember.
Go to trilliumtarot.com. She's more than likely got it listed. There you go.
But other than that, I have no announcements other than just keep an eye out. I might go live this week. I just kind of do it when I can, So I don't have a schedule. So it doesn't always work out like that for me. So those are the only announcements I have.
What you got, Johnny?
Not a thing. On purpose. Not a single solitary thing. I got more readings to do. Other than that, nothing. I recorded 38 yesterday or day before. Well, I have 3 more because I was done for it.
And Johnny's over here making me feel like a slack. Like I did 38. I'm like,
well, my one reading takes 2 minutes.
Well, you had that Grand Tableau on Oz that was interesting because you were picking up on the scandal over illegal immigrants that his company, his tree service, was using.
Headband. He's a bunch of secrets.
Yeah.
Him and his sister is suing the other sister, or that sister is suing him and another sister for inheritance money. So their whole family is going to stay in the news. That's what happens when you run for office, though.
Whose channel are you on Friday night?
I don't know.
Sienna.
There you go.
Sienna
If it ain't mine, I don't know. have no
Adrian,
idea.
what you got going on?
Not a damn thing. Being black, paying rent, and paying taxes. Being petty. That's about all I got on this side.
Mhm.
We've got Sacred Sounds of Coffee will be on my channel July 4th, so we got a couple of weeks till that. Anybody that wants to book a reading with me, you can go to jenlintarot.com to schedule a reading or buy gift cards. June is pretty booked up, but July has openings. Okay, well, let's ask Muckrakers. Are they going to have more stuff? Because, you know, they kept hitting Cawthorn week after week, day after day.
And I
Going
was
to be more?
On Bobert specifically, or just any more period?
Any more period
Are they
before the
done?
election? I'd like to see them go after Monisette Green too, for entertainment purposes only. YouTube.
It feels like no matter what anybody brings out on her, though, she just still floats by.
Ooh, they're holding something.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you getting, Adrian?
They're going to be illuminating a whole bunch of stuff. Absolutely, yes. The stuff that they have is very strong too. But the thing is, I think it's going to look more tempered because everything they did very quickly, all of the quick communications is in a past position. So everything it's going to be like more of a cadence going forward, because this is what I actually have in the here and now is the Chariot. So it's going to keep going. It's going to keep moving just at more of a rhythmic pace. So don't expect a whole bunch of like, they're going to be dropping information. It's just going to be slower. Because they're all about trying to bring in the balance. A lot of financial information too that's going to come out. It's going to look more like financial documents. Could be financial records. But my word of not my personal word of advice, the Spirit Tarot's word of advice, is they need to get win by any means necessary. Anybody that they're going to go after, you're going to have to really, really, really play the snotty brat card with the 5 swords is how I want to call it. Play the jackass card, because whatever they have, again, it's there.
What you getting, Johnny?
I get yes. I didn't need all these cards, but the Ace of Cups is the first one. The Page of Cups is the second one. It is going to be surprising too. It is going to be very petty. This is I think I have the other page in here. No, I had the Fool. So this could be very petty. It could also be seen as immature, which that means I'm extra here for it. So there is some Page of Cups and the Fool and the 4 Swords. This is somebody's deep history. So this is like in
Like it hadn't been deep
1964.
enough.
Because this is not necessarily saying they're going to target the Trump family because they're not running for office, but they're going to target somebody who was very foolish and possibly in their youth. So it might go into someone's history and then establish maybe even a pattern of behavior, blah, 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 blah. But it's not going to be good for that person's domestic. I will tell you that. It has something to do with relationships, not just, this is not love. I didn't get the lovers. I do have the lovers card, but this is not love. This is business. So I paid you for and it's kind of like when Lady G's thing came out, and then all of the prostitutes around the way was like, "Oh yeah, he used to call me, 8675309 all the time." So it's it's we're gonna see a whole bunch of business from somebody coming out.
What you getting, Becca?
I get yes, and it's around a woman that there's going to be a pileup of a bunch of information, like a mountain of stuff around a woman.
I get something about a party that is probably one of those little
Party.
Hawthorne type parties where they were working. That's going to
Taking
create
turns. Taking turns is good.
Yeah, that's going to create a lot of chaos. They've got it. They're ready to offer it. They're holding it real close to their chest. But I get like something really treacherous coming out soon. Really, really soon. I get also payoffs to somebody that is going to burden them. And I think this is going to be MTG. I'm going to call it as MTG because that's my card for her. Something about someone she was friends with. I'm getting like someone in the house. And then I think they've got more secrets that they're waiting to drop on Bobert in her little love triangles.
MTG makes sense though, because she's one of the last ones. I call like the problematic four. She's one of the last ones to have anything hit. So that would make sense to me. I didn't mean to cut you off, Becca. I'm sorry.
I'm muted. I'm okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
So, let's see. MeetSugarDaddies.com. The Koch brothers use them for paid escorts. Bobert also has a history of stripping. Let's see. She had her first child in 2004, which is why she dropped out of high school. She passed her GED in 2020, right before the elections.
After failing her GED test, like how many times?
Well, from 2004 to 2020, God knows. It took her that long to pass it. She married her husband in 2007, and this escort service thing was supposedly in 2019. So I want to know first, did her husband know she was working as an escort? Raising a little money on the side.
Honey, where are you going Thursday dressed like that? Oh, to bingo? Oh,
a political meeting.
Why do we have $8,000 in her checking account all of a sudden? Oh, you wanted good at bingo. Oh, okay. Oh, honey, you wanted bingo again? Oh, okay.
We down at the church hall. There's a joke by LaWanda Page about two prostitutes in the church. Y'all look it up. I ain't gonna say it here because it's full of words. On Esther was not on Esther off stage. So did he know? Is that what I'm asking?
Yeah, these hypocrites. Yeah, I don't care how many abortions she had or anything, but these hypocrites, they are fair game for every question we're going to ask tonight. So if you don't like petty boots, leave now.
There's some cartoons on somewhere.
This is like a cartoon playing out. Did he know?
Okay, I need a clarifier.
LaWanda Page was awesome. My dad met her several times. Ooh, well. Oh, okay. There you go. Got it.
Aaron, the question is, thank you for posting too, by the way. Did Lauren Bobert's husband know she was an escort?
What you getting, Johnny?
Yes. I'm going to say that you're going to be demonetized today. I just want you
I'm just
I send you $30.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you 10.
This starts at 5 of Wands, Queen of Wands. So at first I was thinking, no, there's a conflict with the woman here. But then everything around it speaks of money. So it's like that's the conflict, but not the I think I don't want to say she had a PIMP, but he knew, and he was okay, and he knew where she was going and knew what she was doing. Not that they were together at the time, but there is a 3 of Pentacles in the Chariot. So that's a yes. The 6 of Swords, the Fool, and the Knight of Pentacles. Eventually they transitioned from it because they had different goals, but yeah, he was there. He just didn't have on a purple hat and a crushed velvet coat, but it ends in the Emperor. So take off my low cut and go back out there.
What you getting, Adrian?
Hell yeah, he knew. They met at work. Her work, her current work at that time with the 7 of Pentacles. Yes. She was paid to be at some type of function, if you will. And he knew about it. That's how they met. The rest of this gets petty as hell, though.
And we're here for it. Thank you, Cold Toes.
There's your payment.
Thank you.
Yes.
Cold Petty Boots.
Oh,
My 30 and your 10. She got us.
Sensation be damned. There you go, YouTube.
Here's the thing, though. He thought there was some type of either understanding or agreement that once they got together, she would stop. With the Hanged Man, she may have lied and said, I will stop. Here's the thing. She's always been a liar with the 5 of Swords. The moon is the challenge. So they met while she was a prostitute. Ooh, that was really ugly. Excuse me. An escort. Sorry. Trying to not get you demonetized. Hold on. Let me go ahead and throw.
No, sorry. I'm a little bit
Hold on.
stuck on the Hangman coming up on a man that showed himself to underage kids at a bowling alley.
Hold on real quick.
The Hangman is not the card you want to see on this man.
I just have. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Okay.
Thank you, Adrian.
Now I can go ahead and say what I need to say because it's about to get you completely demonetized. So she's been lying and keeping secrets. That's with the High Priestess. She's been lying and he's confused. He was confused. I think too, and here's the part that just gives me the the position that the Empress is in with the 2 of Wands, she may have been pregnant. Well, we know she was pregnant a couple other times, but it wasn't his kid.
Thank you, Impish, for splashing in the mud with us.
Which is kind of how he learned that she was still turning tricks.
I think some of the accusations from the whatever they're called,
Rakers,
are, according to the timeline, those pregnancies are a result from her line of work.
They were, and that's how I think that how the cards were telling me the pregnancy and that with the 2 of Wands, that was like, oh,
How many kids she got?
She's got 3, doesn't she? I think with him, and then supposedly 2 of them.
Are they with him, or do she need a Maury Povich right now?
That's what
That's going to be our next question. Are they his?
Oh Lord,
That's our next question. We're going there. What'd you get, Becca?
That's a yes.
I get, living that luxurious lifestyle on his income. Thank you, Kathy. I get, he drove her there. I'd like to meet her dates. He drove her there. Hell yes. He'd wait in the car. So, how long you gonna be, honey? Who you meeting with tonight? It's like,
always suspected that.
I get that they had some fights over it and everything, but yep, he knew. So, are all
Hey, wait.
Johnny, don't look surprised.
Are all them chillins his chillins?
Because you're not finna 18 of me, no sir. If I got to get out of here and roll on the river, then I'm taking 100% of these profits. It was my legs in there doing the 10 and 2, not you. You out there in the car waiting on me, listening to your CDs and your records.
It was my GoFundMe that I got this thing to begin with.
I'm not marrying you. Unless you about to get out there and work the other side of this corner. I guess he wasn't cute enough, I guess. I don't know.
She was probably more 7 and 5 doing it doggy.
And ladies and gentlemen, Jen just got herself demonetized. It was Jen. Nothing to do with us.
Oh Lord, in the corner for you. You're getting a whooping.
Johnny's gonna put me in timeout. So, are all those kids his? Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I think they've got 3.
So all 3 of their kids that she has with her husband, are they all his?
Person in management position. Yeah. Okay.
All the kids, yes. Because here's my thing, because I ain't got 0 against a sex worker. You do whatever you want to do. But she is one of them people who never mind.
Thank you, Dolly.
Every time we've read on her, I get the liar card. Every time.
Yes. All them cheering hills.
Mari, we've got a problem.
We need to
She
play.
go run off the stage and go back there and cry and all that.
Oh, that's right. She delivered one of them herself in the pickup truck.
Of course she did.
Of course,
She's
that's
probably on her way to a date.
That's oh we. I don't you dare say that, Lord Jesus.
There's a whole market for that. There's some people who.
Ooh, I'm still trying to say it. Shush. Let me get to this. Oh my God. Ooh wee. I'm gonna remind me to tell y'all after this.
Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Is it 3 kids she has with her husband?
I get 2.
Thank you, Shishi.
Yeah, I don't get. I actually get.
She has 4 boys, ages 16, 14, 12, and 7. 16 and 7. It happens. She's got 4 Jaron. Well, he's got 2.
With her.
Yeah.
I get none. And it's the fool in the environment. I get none.
Thank you,
He's
chat.
not happy about it either.
Thank you, chat. And witch.
In the demonetized Petty Boots Club.
Thank
you.
I get 2 of them are his. It's like one of them may be questionable. Like don't know, need a DNA test.
Oh my gosh. The poor kids.
I get one is definitely with a lover.
Oh my God. One is an old man.
All
A
right.
really old man.
What'd you get?
I asked if all the kids were his. I gotta know.
Thank you. Yeah, I get.
So, are any of her kids fathered by
Don't say it.
Republicans?
Alex wants to laugh.
By customers.
Like in Congress or in states or something? Like office holding Republicans, I'll put it that way.
And
That we would know.
this biggest state.
Peggy, don't face yourself. Don't choke. Don't be sipping coffee.
What
while
in
we're
the
reading
hell
off
is
the
this
word.
deck right now?
Lower 48.
You know what though? Okay. We do get some people that don't understand because this is sacred to them, right? And we shouldn't be fun, we shouldn't be funny, we shouldn't be petty. But I have a tarot deck and a card flipped out. On the subject we are talking about, keep that subject in your mind. I ain't even pulled cards yet. And then this pops up. So you tell me if it's just us or if Spirit has a little sense of humor.
Spirit has an amazing sense of humor.
So get off. Okay.
Ted Bobert.
Oh, no.
What is these cards right now? What even?
Ooh, that's a good one, Melinda.
What was I asking? Oh,
Are any of the baby daddies Republican office holders?
As the pappy. I want to be specific. Current Republican office holders. I'm going to be.
Oh no! It's getting better. Oh no!
oh,
Ugh. Ooh.
yeah.
Oh my goodness!
So I asked if any of them are current office holders, and I get Chariot, Ace of Wands, and Queen of Cups. So I'm going to say yes. And then I asked, I put that back in, are any of them customers? Or does she have children with any of her customers? And then the 10 of Pentacles fell out. I'll just keep it and stop there because that's also my Republican card. So
Yeah.
I done.
What you getting, Adrian?
Yeah, same thing. Johnny, 4 of Pentacles, the Chariot, 5 of Swords again, because she continues to lie about it. 4th time I've gotten this card for her. And in the environment, the Empress. Need I say more?
Mm,
I stopped after I got the Empress. I was like, oh well.
yeah. I mean,
What you getting, Becca?
I'm the only sucky one here because I asked if any of her kids have been fathered by sitting members of Congress, and I get a no.
good.
I don't like my answer. I want it to be like something better. Like, yes, at a big, huge party, a whole bunch of them, like.
I get that somebody well known, but it's like I get there was a threesome, so it's kind of questionable who it is. So I don't know. Somebody go take some DNA test. I'm stopping there.
Wait, time out though. Yes, because I'll say in the after show.
Here's the thing, too. Like I said from the beginning, I have nothing against sex workers. Like I said, sometimes you ain't got time for hi, your name, what's your favorite color, how much you charge, the end. But if you gonna do it with random people, they sell all kind of things to where you don't have to have a baby every time you have relations. You need a GED to know that, ma'am. God dang.
I learned that in the 4th grade.
I mean,
She apparently wasn't using protection, right? Because she had a couple of abortions. So did she catch anything else?
Oh, fishy, itchy kitty.
oh God.
Yeah, that she had to have some
Crotch cricket.
crotch cricket.
As I look at my Libra 2000 and all your 2000 body parts, and you need some soap.
Thank you, buddy. Yes, did she get treatment for anything else?
The itchies and scratches.
I hope whatever she got treatment for is not permanent. It's something that can go away with a good round of.
Maybe that's why she had to get married, because both of them got it. Might as well have it together.
Paisley said lice. Hell no. Dying.
Even the strength card's laughing.
Oh Lord.
Hey, Lori.
And I'm gonna say no. 7 of Wands, King of Pentacles, Strength, the World, Hangman. At the most, you can say she may have had a cricket or 2 of the crotch variety, but it's gone. But
Yeah. Same
I
thing.
mean, Jesus.
Once again, her conflict for her conflict. So yes, in the past she did caught it, something that she caught from working, Wheel of Fortune, you know, bad crap happens when you don't wear Jimmy hat. Empress, yes, caused a lot of loss, strife, and imbalance, you know. Good old Vagisil is what I'm gonna say. pH balance. She was, ladies and gentlemen, unbalanced. Becca, please don't say fishy itchy kitty. It makes my whole meow meow hurt every time you say that. It makes my toes flare and my that's it. And so when Becca said it, I'm like, I need
Nothing monostat ain't gonna cure. Okay.
every time Becca says it, I feel like I need to watch with a Brillo pad and some bleach and some powder.
I guess she's had a couple. A couple.
I think so too. I get she's climbed a higher ground, like it's improved. So she got treatment, like something treacherous that she secured in a love relationship. She probably a couple of times. It was a really strong case. They had to run some tests and move into action quick to kill it.
Maybe she needs a iridescent fluorescent light bulb and just smash it up there and see what happens.
And it's okay. I asked, does she have, you know, the gift that keeps on giving? It's something that's permanent and sticks, lifelong. So
take notice of anybody inviting her to parties. So
I mean, you know what? At least she would sound like she was popular. She had work.
there's other ways to be popular.
At least she wasn't, I guess, out here giving it away for free. Oh my God.
So was she invited to any of the parties Madison Cawthorn was invited to?
With the no sugar and the old man.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. The desperation.
The pistol packing mama. You get invited to any of those?
Lord Jesus, don't ever put me in a position where I got to go with the no sugar and the old man. So. Let me sell bud and pick up cans or something. I don't ever want to turn to that. I just can't.
I can't make this up, you guys. I can't. I can't.
What'd you get?
I asked if she was invited to the parties at Madison Cawthorn. Woman at the party with men. Like Johnny said, she's very.
I'm not even reading. I don't even have to. Becca read for all of us. We're done.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Let me take this deck has got to go.
No, it doesn't. Keep it.
okay.
I didn't even notice that's what I was looking at.
What were you looking at, Johnny? Share. Don't be so like secretive about
It's
it.
two rabbits on this card, and you can imagine what they're doing.
Flip it over. Flip it over. We all need to enjoy this.
I guess we demonetized already.
Right. I need that deck right now. Oh, I love it.
He changes decks and he still gets rabbits doing it.
I'm so done.
I swear to God, I'll have anyway.
Oh.
Spirit told me get the decks out of this container instead of the other one. And I'm like, I don't want that container. That's all the decks I rarely use. I don't even know what my answer is. I'm stopped there. Yes, there you go. Oh my God. I do have the 10 of Cups, which is the harmony and the party and all of that. And
Breather break, breather break.
she was very popular. She's very popular.
And here's the thing, too. She caused. Oh, I got the 10 of Cups, too. Never mind. I was so focused on the rabbits hunching that I wouldn't even. So, absolutely, yes, she was. And she may have spread that gift that Thanksgiving has given a lot.
Oh,
She might have shared a lot.
She shared a
oh
lot.
my gosh.
Everybody took a party favor home.
Conflict. Yes. This is fast. Yes, Becca. Because that party favor is causing a lot of. They had to go home today.
Oh my gosh.
I can't breathe.
Come for the party, leave with the issues.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Well, remember that little three-way I was talking about
There you go.
earlier? And there were a lot of people watching too.
Oh.
And I get that maybe where one of the kids came from that, yeah, okay.
Oh, po kids.
And yeah, I think there were some party favors there that she gave to her friends. Transferred party favors.
And now you get to keep it for life. Congratulations, you hit the jackpot.
Oh my god.
We should probably start this live stream over when we get off Bobert so I can have one video that's monetized. Like have 1 hour that's
The community got you.
they got me.
They covered your monetization.
taking care
Say
of
what you want to say right now.
Oh man. So let's see. What else do we want to know about? Money. Cruz gave her donations, told her to run after he met her as an escort and stuff. Did she have other?
Can we go into that before because since we're still in the vein of the grossness, what is their relationship or what has it been? Can we go there first?
Yeah, let's go.
That's the question I had too, because I'm like, is that a?
Because rumor has it he was a customer too, right?
Is that a baby daddy type of situation? Is that a, I'm so sorry I made you get an abortion, so to overcompensate, you should run for office? And there's some. Is it a Mr. Miyagi type of relationship?
I'm going to set this one out, Jenny.
You two were beyond for entertainment purposes. Do what you want with this video.
It's
Although all my videos are marked not for children, so
okay. So what was their relationship?
What's the relationship? Ooh, wow. What's the
is it still ongoing? Is there
Oh,
a-
my cards fell
Maybe
out.
she went to Cancun too.
Yeah. Hold on. Wow. I'm gonna use the 6 cards that fell out.
Oh my goodness.
I hate to. Their relationship was purely bought and paid for, tangible sharing of services and goods with the 6 of Pentacles. What's interesting though is it was not as real. It was not. He offered. There was a lot of lines, but this time I get it's from Cruz to Bobert, not Bobert the one actually lying. So he promised her a lot of things that he never fell through on, is kind of what I'm getting. And so she's kind of was left in this fantasy world. So he promised her a lot. There may have been a lot of, oh, you really mean a lot to me. Oh, you're my favorite night worker. Oh, my relationship with my wife is really bad. And you're the one that's kind of here on the side, helping me whatever. You're really smart and pretty. Thank you, Dawn. I think you should run for office, but it was all a farce. It was all lies. And now her head is blown up. I also am wondering too, does she have, is she gonna, yep, I answered my own question. Next question. Never mind.
Thank you, Julie and Dawn.
I answered my next question.
I get he was a little bit out in the cold from her. Like, even she didn't want him. Like, nobody wants Ted Cruz. But I get he also, he's got regrets and the loser card. I think he had some dysfunctional problems when they got to that. I don't think he took his Viagra that day.
I'm gonna do you so good, baby. Hold on, give me a minute. I can't get it up.
That could be
I
a
need
lie.
to keep it quiet.
It's
See,
I don't think he was able to.
I have a follow-up question after this, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I get yes. Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles. He was part of a group, and she was part of that group as well. I'll just say that. Yeah. No, I'll leave it at that.
Because the other day I just did that impromptu reading. I just threw cards on it really quick, and he paid her. He didn't sleep with her because there was a dysfunction.
You don't. Okay, listen, men of the world. On behalf of every lesbian in the world, you don't need a penis. Okay, you can do just fine without one. So if the Viagra just ain't working that day, that don't mean day off. Okay.
Plan B.
I'm going to speak on behalf of all heterosexual women right now. Even when you got a fully functional penis, sometimes y'all just ain't good with it.
You can do other things.
Sometimes we have to rely on the other things.
Jesus Christian.
Is she ever gonna, like, I don't know how to phrase the question, start snitching on him? Or does she have dirt that she can release? I already have
on anybody. Yeah.
Particularly on Cruz.
On Cruz. Will she tell the tale, write a book, something?
Will she get kind of forced into, or not forced?
My years as an escort.
Oh my gosh.
Let's start with the card that I pulled earlier when I asked that question.
That might be the only tell-all book that I would buy from a Republican, just to see who else she told on.
Ted Cruz would literally have to prove to me he's the last man on earth, and then I would say a prayer and kill him anyway. Because with
a lot of money, he could say, "Adrian, I'll pay all your student loans right now."
Oh.
I just said something really awful in my head.
Did she sign a non-disclosure?
You know what? Forgive me, Jesus. I'm sorry for what I just said.
Your head.
Sorry for what I just said.
There's an erratic speech or something that may slip out because it comes very quickly with the 8 of Wands and the Knight of Swords. It flies out. The 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, 7 of Wands has something to do with finances, and not just finances, but a very large sum of money, personal money, but that was paid out. 6 of Pentacles is the charity, the benevolence. Let me give you this. 9 of Pentacles for me is very, very large sums of personal finance, not a company. This income from the RNC. This came from his own pocket. Now, what I want to know is, how do you justify that to Heidi that you just paid somebody $1 gajillion? But anyhow,
Heidi's used to it.
Yeah,
it's not the first time, because I looked into it this morning, and remember when he was running against Donald Trump, and there was all those accusations that he's had a bunch of affairs, and people kind of brushed it off because it was Donald Trump's friend that ran the National Enquirer that was running those.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that there's some truth there. He looks nasty enough that he would do something like that.
I get she'll do something sneaky because, he was out in the cold and there was a delay and nothing could be completed. I get that she will manipulate him for money.
Mm-hmm.
For money, bribing him. What a loser he is in bed.
Just in life. I mean, he gives me the creeps. It's like you walk in your house, he doesn't live there, you ain't married to him, and yet you find him in the bathroom like smelling your shoes or something. Like, he's just creepy and gross. I can't.
And boo-booing in your toilet and not just blowing your bathroom smithereens and leaving the door open after he does it. So all the pump fumes that was very, very, very specific. I'm sorry.
She just had a ATV accident on her property. Oh, what'd you get, Becca? Sorry.
Is she going to rat him out? Yeah. There's something solid that she has about the transaction or some sort of business or consulting work that took place.
Consulting. That's what she was, a consultant.
She was a consultant. Yes. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They had an accident on her property. Her sister and one of her sons, her sister was airlifted out, Bobert was intoxicated, and she like ran off before even calling an ambulance or anything. But her sister had to be airlifted out to go to the hospital. Had some serious injuries. And her son's there. Like, she didn't even stay to make sure her son was okay. So, well, anything.
Oh wait, what did you get, Adrian, on the last question?
Oh yes, absolutely. Because when I asked previously, I got the son, so which made me ask for us to ask it. Thank you, Lisa loves animals. Yes, she definitely is. This could be Cruz himself. This could be some additional people. Also, the Empress in the world. So yeah, there she is, and it's going to be pretty rough.
Yes, Jace, that is what he looks like to me. Is the guy who's down at the library sniffing bicycle seats. Yeah, that's what he would do. Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So,
What was the next one?
well, she was drunk and left the scene of an accident, basically, even though it was on her own property. But she didn't even stay to make sure her son was okay or her sister. Will there be any charges or anything that come up on this? Didn't even call for an ambulance or anything. Just,
She said they grown up, so be fine.
If you can cry, you can breathe. If you can breathe, keep it moving. So she was all right. I get no. There's some man running interference or working some sort of magic, I guess.
I don't think there's enough because everybody's changed their story. They can't move forward. They can't see something coming in with the Two of Wands. Yeah, and they're all in it together because she's the one who ran away, but there are multiple people who. She wasn't the only one drunk and high there, but she was the drunkest and the highest, and it was her property. So, snitching on her would be snitching on all of them, is what with the Fool, but they all would have to kind of go out with the Fool and the Three of Swords in condition with the rest, in addition to the rest of the cards. So I'm with Johnny. I'll say no.
yeah. What'd you get, Becca?
No, there's already been a gift of payment. So I don't know what's going on there, but this is no. So I pulled some more to get the story. Gift and then money. Something that was paid out. I don't know what that is.
I get the same thing. There's a payout.
I
There's
got
a payout. Something sneaky behind the scenes, and the only thing that I get is that people will get quite emotional about whether to support her in the election. So I get like there's a break with her, during the elections and how they vote. All right, we got any more Lauren Boebert questions now that we've done 48 minutes on her 45 at least?
Did we?
I have one.
Is there anybody else? Is she just tied to Cruz, or is there anybody else that's going to come out? That she?
Oh yeah.
That's a good one. Oh, we should look at the Kirk brothers too, even though one of them's dead now.
Is how did he find her? There has word of mouth. No pun intended. Forgive me. Are there others other than Cruz?
Since the Kirk brothers were behind setting her up. Who else?
Okay, I've been getting this, and I didn't say it because it didn't sound like it fit. There's an incident in a car, and that's going to be in the news too, because I keep getting the Chariot, and I'm going to just say it this time because it keeps coming up. But the Three of Pentacles and the Fool, that's yes. Not only that, but with that Three of Pentacles, it goes back to that group. The Ace of Swords and the Justice. Yeah. So there is that. And then the Knight of Cups and the Chariot. The Knight of Cups is the charm, the wit, the romance, and an automobile. But I'm going to say yes. And we'll find out too.
I have to agree with you. Somebody's going to get burdened. A man in a car in an automobile. Get offered up on that. She's involved. I get another woman. I get a three-way again.
Yep. I got literally the same exact cards Johnny got. But I'm going to add to definitely with the Lovers and the Ten of Pentacles, which is my
mercy.
card. So yeah.
Mercy.
Literally every single card Johnny got, and then with the 2 additionals of the 10.
And I was looking for the Lovers card too.
And
to
the
see
Lovers.
if it popped out, and there it is. Okay.
I gotta know.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
you look so sad. This is the second time. That's a percent.
God, no. So can I ask, is there going to be any fallout for Ted Cruz? Like, is this going to, will he have to answer for anything? Or will this be all on her because she's the main target?
Somebody better be looking at his travel records.
Whoever these muckrakers are, they need a PayPal account so you can keep going. Do this with all of them.
Every single one of them.
Oh my gosh.
American Muckrakers, I think is their full name.
Ted Cruz, I know, got some skeletons.
Oh, I know he does.
I know he do.
His daughter knows too. No.
Your own kids don't like you. Oh, Jesus.
His dog doesn't like him, Johnny. Poor little Snowflake doesn't even like him. You got to be a real a-hole to have a dog not like you.
Your own dog don't like you.
I get no, actually.
Yeah.
Page of Swords, no. 10 of Cups, about the group and all that, that's no. 2 of Cups in the Tower. So it's like whoever else is involved gets most of the spotlight and the blame and all that stuff. Justice, but 5 of Pentacles. So no. I get no.
Temperance, 5 of Cups, Death. I get no for him as well. No.
What you getting, Becca?
Not publicly, domestically at home with the family.
How'd he already know?
Yeah, think.
How'd he been knowing?
Yeah, he's going quiet as a tomb. I get the illumination, like he'll try to manipulate it and stuff. He'll lie and make up some story about it. And
Time for another caravan of illegal immigrants
Yeah.
but
hiding in the bushes.
I
you know.
get with his family too, Becca, in the home with the family. He's shunned.
They already hate him. How much more shunned unless it ends like a divorce, which I highly doubt Heidi will cut off her funds.
No, she ain't leaving that cash cow right now.
So
That marriage will be broken till one of them dies.
yeah.
We're not going to get divorced at all.
The Koch brothers, did they hook other people up with in the Republican Party with escorts? Because the article led you to believe, yeah. And will we find out about it?
I have a very good friend I used to work with who left our shared company to go work with the Koch brothers. That lasted, I swear to God, I think she lasted 3 months and got the hell out of there. And to this day, will not talk about it. And it's not an NDA thing. And like you could see, she get physically ill.
Get like,
Had to go to therapy and did not work for like almost a whole year after she left working for them.
The Muckrakers article, you can see it on Twitter. You can also, if you go to my community tab, I posted the video that goes through the Muckraker article. Somebody in chat asking about what article.
Did they put them in contact with other people?
Yeah.
No, for the most part, but there's one man who's popping up with the woman here, and it's around the Eight of Pentacles. So, and it's around the Knight of Swords and the Four of Cups too. So this one does not seem kind. I'll say it that way. So it's, and it ends in the Nine of Swords. So it's almost like there may have been services offered, but he took it upon himself to do extra. And she was not completely on board with the extra. So, without saying the R word. So there's something like that going on with that. But I don't see any, like, passing them out like peppermints or nothing like that.
What you getting, Becca?
She was a quick fling for sex, but this is more within the organization. Because this would be like where there's an org chart. Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, within their company.
Yeah. So it's within the org chart, but there's quick flings, and they did it repeatedly. Like she was on speed dial or something.
Yeah, I get they secured a lot of women for men, and I think whether it's in the company or in government, I get a big yes. They're probably the hosts of the parties Madison Cawthorn was talking about. Did you pull on that, Adrian?
Yeah, similar with the Illumination Sun, yes, and the Seven of Cups. There's a lot of women. They gave them choices of different, like almost like, hey, ooh, they were the pimps.
They do. That's
kind of how this reading is going.
That's how it. I hate to say it that way. That's how it works. You go in the room and there's a bunch of women, but they're not with anyone.
Yeah.
So they were like paid to be there, but you don't necessarily know that until someone sort of takes you over. Hi, this is Bill, and then next thing you know, Bill is gone for the next 10 minutes. So it's.
But can I say this? And it's horrible to say this, but I'm gonna put out my petty club card here. I saw the pictures that were of hers from that site. A homegirl looked like trailer park trash. I didn't
want to say it, but I'm like, she is not the
I'll say it for you, John. She looked like straight up trash.
Shockingly, she looks better now, and even now she's looking like she's missing a couple necks.
I thought it was interesting she got rid of the blonde hair.
Yeah.
When she got into politics, like in case she was recognizable, I guess. I gotta ask that. Was she trying to disguise herself when she went brunette? Thank you, Joanne.
When she did what? What you say? Say it again.
Was she trying to disguise herself when she went back to being a brunette? Got rid of the blonde hair. Because that's about the time she got into politics.
Because she really does look different. Like I had to actually kind of go like.
You had to look at the face real close.
With the glasses and the brunette hair.
The source of my information, Trillium Tarot, is right here.
Like, okay, I'm kind of ditzy, but now look, I got my GED.
Yeah, she wears glasses for looks to make her look intelligent. Honey, there ain't nothing up there.
They're not working
out, and you prove everybody wrong.
They're not working. Glasses don't make you look more intelligent.
I'm going to say no. It was, oh Lord Jesus. A long time ago, I did a reading on another hypocrite, which is why we do these readings, on Jared Kushner, and does he like, stitch witchery patterns? And this came up because it's secrecy in dresses, and so it was a disguise sort of, but it's like a whim. Like you blonde your hair, you red your hair, you cut it all off, whatever you do. It's more of a not a disguise. It's a whim. She just dyed her hair because why not? She thought she was pretty. I mean, I try not to be rude, but
I get somebody paid her to go blonde.
it's part of the job.
Here her lion ass goes again. I'm gonna try to put this very delicately.
Why?
I was literally going, why? Just so she did not want to do this necessarily. Not interested because this is the challenge. There was some stress. She knew she needed to make a change in order to win an office. So I wouldn't necessarily say it was a disguise. It was, she liked being blonde, but it was part of I don't think the brunette is the disguise. I think the whole thing that she has now is the false. It wasn't just the hair.
Is an image change.
Because maybe the crowd liked blonde people, I guess.
I get a yes.
You get a yes?
Mm-hmm.
Not just the yes, but the keys. So she wanted access. She wanted me unlock the room, basically. Now I'm blonde,
Sounds
even though I
she
look like
unlocked a lot of-
And I come with lifetime party favors.
Yes.
She's unlocked a few too many rooms.
Oh,
So, Jenny Thomas.
That effort.
We know, she's got a history of being in cults, and she was like an anti-cult activist for a while. So, how did she get sucked into QAnon?
can we ask it? Well, never mind. Let's do this first.
How'd she become a Quackanoner?
Because maybe
Did she dye all her hair? Yeah. That's the giveaway.
Ew. When you have the crotch crickets, you usually shouldn't have any
you're
kind
supposed to take that off altogether.
of,
We're talking about carpets and drapes at this point. We're talking about laminate floors.
You're talking and anal bleaching. Start over.
I mean, okay.
Full hour on Lauren Boebert.
Dude, thank God. That was fun.
She had a comment. Be different. Again, I have nothing against sex workers. Be different if you weren't a hypocrite.
You weren't taking women's right to choose away.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me. I had 2 abortions as a result of my job.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't have any.
Take away the rights for everybody else.
And
Mm-hmm.
I saw in the chat earlier, they were saying her first abortion was when she was 17. I mean, I don't know.
Mhm.
I haven't looked into it, but
But the fact that she had one period,
yeah,
and now you sit here with the high horse, like,
yeah, no
That's
girl.
the thing. We're not shaming the abortion. We're shaming the high horsedness, the
Mm-hmm.
hypocrisy of it.
because it's another woman that's not in your in particular position where she went out and slept with every Tom, Dick, and Harry's. No, this is somebody else that just one. This is a decision she didn't want to make, but now she has to. And now here you go. No, you can't make it. I know I did, but now you can't make it. Like, get out of here. I can't.
What about the women that are victims of sexual assault?
Well, they didn't even talk about that part.
They didn't get paid for that, and they get to live with the trauma, unlike homegirl over here that was getting paid on the side.
Let's talk about that poor woman in Louisiana who just had to give her child that she was forced to have via rape to the rapist and now has to pay him back child support.
Shut the front door right now. Shut the front door. Oh, hell no.
She was forced to keep it. Now she has to give the baby to her rapist and she has to pay him back child support.
Thank you, Lauren Boebert.
Oh, my God.
I got that Jenny was headed down this path anyway because she is an asshole. I'm sorry. I just what the 5 want. She's an asshole. She was paying for a lot of information, so she was gonna go down this route anyway. It's almost kind of inevitable. And there were people supply. And with the Ace of Pentacles, for me, there were people giving her this information. She was headed down because she lives in this fog where there's just the moon over her. She doesn't know what to believe. She doesn't know what to trust because she won't take her head out of the anus to look out. But it starts with the Chariot. She was headed down this path anyway because of just who she is. She's an a-hole. And I'm not saying all QAnon, anybody who believes in alternative theories, thoughts are a-holes. She's just an asshole in particular, and really really feeds off of everything that's part of QAnon.
So I influence my cards, I'm sure. So take it or leave it. I do, because this is the question I had, and here it is. Was she really a anti-cult activist? I'm going to go with no. Six of Swords, she's already going that way, like Adrian just said. Her perspective change is defeated. Five of Swords. So she's not an activist. Four of Cups and the Hermit, she hides within these different places. The reason we know is because she's being exposed, not because she told us. So she's not an activist. She's still a cult mentality type person. Just calls it a different thing nowadays. I got the spy on the bottom. So yeah, no.
I get I get that she's prone to communications that are very chaotic, and it's a lifestyle of just being suspicious, but her problems are health related and emotional. They're deeply rooted in her feelings because she has this. Her thoughts, what she says, clouded, confusing, chaotic, very suspicious and manipulated. Do you see what I'm saying? So she's prone and easily manipulated by all this stuff here.
Brainwashing.
Yeah, because it's deeply rooted emotional health issues. So
yeah,
that's what I get.
I get she's like kind of returning to something anxiety wise and everything too that she's done in the past. She's susceptible to cults, and she didn't like the image of the Republicans being losers either. So she clings to communications, anything anybody shares. She looks at it as work she hasn't finished. So,
but it's not just that, Jenny. Some of those emails have her endorsing people to get sent to Guantanamo without a trial, without a freaking trial. So it's like that elevator got stuck in the basement and it's flooded. Like she's checked out.
So the January 6th committee wants to talk to her.
Everybody do.
Will she ever talk to the January 6th committee?
I'm gonna sit this one out because I just did that GT, Jenny, if that's okay.
I get if they do get her in, she's gonna lie, which is like water's wet, obviously. I don't know if they will. It's not, the story is more telling me if she goes, she's going to lie her ass off. She's going to protect herself and lie to cover up, because there's a lot of stuff that she knows and has. It's not telling me if she will, though. I think if They're gonna have to pull a lot to get her to go, because I think she's gonna bob and weave. I'm not saying a yes. I'm just saying if she goes, she lies. So what's the point even having her anyway?
I get yes, but you're gonna have to force her, and you have the Five of Wands and the Six of Pentacles, the first two cards. So there is a conflict with her sharing information. And then there's the Hermit. So she is trying to, of course, not to do this. But in the environment is the Tower. So this is something you would have to force her to do. You would literally have to break everything down around her, follow through on a threat to arrest, so forth and so forth. Now, will they push that far? We shall see. It ends in the Ace of Swords and Eight of Wands, which is why I say yes, because there's some truth and clarity, and then there's the Eight of Wands. Now, this is more victory instead of truth, and then the Eight of Wands. Why is it more victory instead of truth? Because just like Adrian said, do not believe nothing that come out of her mouth. Yes, this is perjury, but what are you going to do about it? Are you going to follow up? Or are you going to da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da? So that's the whole thing. She's calling your bluff. So let's see if you answer.
I get she sits strong and steady. That she, even if they take action and bully her, if they take legal action, she sits strong and steady. Thank you, Ma. I get that there's a man, though, that answers questions to the committee that just screws her up royally. Shares something tangible about her. So that'll be interesting. DOJ, will they talk to Jenny?
I've seen some comments in the chat about what is the name of this deck. Now, the person I bought the deck from is from Etsy. They have horrible customer service, so I'm not telling you the name of this deck.
Is that the one with the rabbits hunching?
Yes.
I'd risk the customer service just to have that rabbits hunching. I'm sorry. That was awesome.
Now, the Empress and the Emperor are also very, very, very vulgar. So therefore, I've just pulled both of them actually in the last reading, and I cannot show them to you because they are private dancers. So
I need that deck in my life. I really do.
but for those who ask, that is the name of it.
Mystic garbage.
Mystic Garbage. It's expensive too. I think it's like $60.
A troll doll on the cover.
Mhm. But it took me 8 years to get it, and I sent message after message, hey, and then one day it just showed up. I'm like, okay, thanks for answering your emails, chick. It's like,
Yeah, it is expensive.
yes, it is.
$54.99 before shipping.
It ain't like it came from Bangladesh. It comes from like Texas or something.
Interesting where Ted Cruz resides.
Yeah, they will. But she again gonna lie. And I'll throw up a whole bunch of falseness. So yes, she will. But she gonna lie because that's all she does is lie. And then they're gonna be like, "Why did we even talk to her? Let's never call her again." But yeah, they will. I don't know if it's gonna be like a big public thing because I'm not getting. Yeah, I'm not getting that. But she's not. She's gonna hold tight, and she's with the 4 cup and the 5 of cup. She's gonna hold tight. She's not gonna offer diddly squat.
Yeah, I get somebody's gonna backstab her though. There's something tangible about the circle she was operating in that somebody presents. So there's more communication she's got to defend herself from. So she's looking at treachery and anxiety and everything anyway, but somebody's got something big and tangible on her, and it may have to do with money, who she partnered with, and communications.
Did Johnny go already?
No,
Oh,
you go ahead though.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
I get eventually there's going to be some sort of a creative delay, but then it moves forward. But there's going to be a delay. So I wouldn't anticipate this next week, next month, 2 months from now. There's going to be a considerable obstacle in the way before it moves forward. So I don't know if it comes after Eastman or somebody like that, because I mean, I hate to keep talking about the Grand Tableau, but it's linked to another person that they already have the receipts for. Do you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
there's a delay there, and then it moves forward.
I want to know who that person is, Jen, because I wanted to ask that when you mentioned it 2 readings ago. I was like, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. But I'm like, I wonder who that person is.
If it's like a Martin Meadows or if Eastman flips. I mean, Eastman sat there, he didn't even say I plead the fifth. He just kept going fifth. It was like over and over. He said pled the fifth probably more than Don Jr. to Letitia James.
I think I saw an Ari Melber. Was it Ari Melber or Mehdi Hassan? I forget his name. Over 100 times. Over 100 times he pled the fifth. It was just fifth. Like he didn't say I invoke my da-da-da. No, it was just fifth.
Why answer a question when they don't make you?
How about you go commit all these crimes and then turn around? Yeah, I think I might need to be on that pardon list. Okay.
I get there is an offer, but it's the Knight of Cups is not the strongest. That says, hey, would you like to come talk to us? No, I would not like to come talk to you. There is a problem getting everything on the same page. So there's some delays or some slow walking or something of that nature. But I do get ultimately yes with the Justice and the Magician. So they will be doing some talking. I think it will be private because I get the Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune. So it may be an office visit type thing and then some sort of talk and testimony or whatever. But yeah, they'll talk to her. 8 of Wands on the bottom.
So how is this looking for Clarence? Is he going to go anytime, say in the next 6 months? Is he going to leave the Supreme Court because of all this crap that keeps coming out on Jenny? I mean, involved with the fake electors and involved.
I'm going to sit this one out.
January 6th. And is he gonna go?
He makes my ass itch.
Listen, I was thinking he makes me sure and both with bleach in my anus. And like, I didn't suffer because I hate him. I should be
Jesus, Christian.
He's such a smug bastard too. Smug bastard too. I can't wait till somebody knocks him down a few pegs.
I can't wait till all the crap comes out on both of them because.
I ain't ignoring you, Tris. This ain't my live stream. I ain't answering all y'all questions.
Please don't play with me, Tarot. Don't get my hopes up high. Oh, there we go. What was the question?
Will Clarence go like in the next 6 months with all the crap coming out on Jenny?
Okay, that's what I thought. These cards are too good to be true, so that's why I had to just make sure I was asking the right question.
Okay. I did not, so let me put mine back.
I think Spirit is messing with me because they know I hate him so much. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, overflowing with emotions. There's going to be something that comes about. 8 of Cups, having to walk away because of some conflict, because this challenge is the 5 of Cups. Damn, something happens. It sucks. Even though he wants to hold on, he's not going to be able to. But I think, again, Spirit is trying to make me feel happy because they know I've hated that man since I was 9 years old. So there we go. I get that basically, but take mine with a grain of salt.
Everybody's got solutions for my itchy bottom problem.
Preparation by me.
It's hemorrhoids. I ain't ever had them. I beg your pardon. The Six of Swords, there's a transition, and Five of Swords defeat of the Emperor. I'm going to just say that, and y'all look up the cards. You tell me what it means, because if I get too optimistic, and 8 months later, he's still in it because he got one of those Donald Trump type looks. I'm going to just say that's what it says. It says moving on and defeat.
I got a yes card on the bottom, like if they take an action, because he's feeling secure right now, sneaking around and thinks he's on a moral high ground. But I have another yes card crowning the reading. It'll be rather quick when he does go, because judgment just gets so strong. But it's going to be towards the tail end of the 6 months, not the beginning, because he feels very secure right now.
In that GT, it showed him within the year. So I couldn't, because it had to wrap all the way around the GT.
To get him out.
I wouldn't say 6 months. Well, the way that it showed in my GT, if I'm interpreting it correctly, because I screw up too, so. But it shows that he has some sort of a meeting with somebody that's superior to him about ethics. And then he has a decision to make. And then something comes up health related. And then
use that as an excuse to go.
If I interpret it. But I've messed up plenty of GTs, so y'all don't.
We've always gotten Biden will get to appoint some more court officials. Justices. So Bannon is threatening to take legal action against Barr because Barr said it was BS about election fraud and stuff. He's threatening legal action against Barr for calling Trump an idiot, basically. Will he do it? Like, we call Trump an idiot every day, but no.
What's the child name that called him? He was, oh Lord, was he Secretary of State? He called him an MF, or somebody did. One of them people. Idiot is mild. Okay, what's the question again? I'm so sorry.
Barr threatening legal action. Will he do it?
Barr is threatening legal action against who?
Against Barr.
Oh, he against Barr for calling him an idiot. Okay.
He should do legal action against Trump for being an idiot, but no, he's threatening legal action against Barr.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, he did deny that, but that doesn't mean anything. You just don't want to be on record cussing out the president. That's all that is. That's why I don't work there. I'd have called you 18 words and you'd have understood 2 of them at least. Guaranteed.
And it would start with you, mother. I get no is my outcome. 5 of Cups. Whatever plans that he has, whatever help that he gets, whatever trickery he has to do is going to get squashed pretty quickly. So I get no.
Like Obama said, carnival barker. So no, he just wants to be on TV.
I get he's just talking smack for his base. He's not going to do anything.
Yeah, I get it. I get he's waiting too, but I get Bannon is about to like have major financial problems, major anxiety and stuff in courts. Like everything's getting ready to slam him really quick, so he has to abandon this idea. I get a no.
I wonder if this is a grift too, from his talk show to try to raise money.
Another grift.
Under the guise of I'm going to seek legal action against our dear leader, the Orange Mussolini, but really I'm going to use that money to get out of my own legal problems because the judge just said he has to comply with the committee, so.
So I have sort of a 2-parter on Pence and Trump. The fact that there were peanut butter boys that had a gallows with them tells you there was a premeditation for stringing some people up, right?
And let's add, it wasn't a prop that one of their children made in wood shop, to be a prop at their next theater production. It was sturdy and real.
Yeah.
Intent to use.
So, did Trump instruct them, or via Trump through somebody else instruct them to bring a gallows?
Because where in the world did that plan come from?
Mm-hmm.
That's real specific.
Because we're not talking about Nancy Pelosi, who y'all are supposed to hate because she's on the other side. We're talking about the vice president. And the child got shot jumping through the window, the Ashley Babbitt lady. How did you think you were going to get Pence all the way to a gallows to hang him without somebody doing something somewhere?
Taking your ass out.
I mean, it's not like they thought all this through, but I'm just saying, how did you think? Okay, anyway.
Somebody had to haul, or they had to go buy lumber after they got there to build that,
Because it's not like you can take that on with you on Southwest.
Yeah.
They let you check
Check
two
me a
bags.
gallows, please.
I mean,
What's the extra baggage charge for that?
Here's another thing that I really don't like about the whole thing, that whole situation that happened, how everybody's lauding Mike Pence as a hero. He was on the phone with everybody trying to make sure he couldn't do what he was. But if they would have said yes, he would have jumped on that train real quick.
not to mention he stood beside him for 4 years and did nothing.
Didn't say a damn word.
With a damn fly on his head too. So he
You
was
know,
just
Get arrested.
the Christian walking around the immigration camp saying nothing. So
yeah, and it's like, oh, Mike Pence was such a hero. No, he wasn't.
wasn't.
Let's not try to redo his image. He's not a hero. He did the bare minimum of what was required of him that day. So,
Like you said, the only reason he did was because he knew at that point Trump was not going to be president again, which means that when he gets arrested for doing the F nasty that he was about to do, when nobody going to get his ass out of jail, nobody was going to give him a pardon. He was going to have to ride that one out. It's called self-preservation, ladies and gentlemen.
Even John Eastman didn't get the damn pardon, girl.
But ain't that a shame? Lil Wayne got one, or whoever that rapper was got one. Y'all took a bullet for this man, and you didn't get one.
Y'all committed federal crimes against your own government. You're looking at 20 plus years in prison. You didn't even get a.
Y'all taking the long walk, and you. But you know what? This just goes to show, yes, they were easily manipulated into creating this plan. Somebody came in, dropped a whole bunch of go do this, and they were sacrificed. So yes, somebody either at the top or somebody with a lot of money manipulated them. They were easy prey, manipulable.
I get somebody bullied them into protecting, not letting him finish the electors vote, and the whole entourage. Somebody in government bullied them, pushed them. So, yeah, they were going to take Pence out. Have this whole riot thing going on, and say, "Oh, something changed. Like we weren't going to do that." But yeah, I get there was someone in charge in the government that was giving that directive.
I asked, did he give them the directive? Yes, but it's clouded. Do you see what I'm saying? It's very obscured. You kind of got to read between, like he didn't say make a gallows and take it over there. But he said just enough for these people to get confused or make it confusing if anybody else was to go looking, if that makes.
Yeah, covered it up, gaslit it a little.
Yeah, there you go.
This typical thing. Oh, wouldn't it be great if, Nancy Pelosi got a black eye? Ha ha. And then next thing you know, somebody's running in and punching. He didn't say the exact thing. He said enough.
So, did you go, Johnny?
I get that he knew, but it wasn't his directive. the Eight of Swords and the Chariots. So whatever this plan was, he was in on it, but it didn't come from him. It's kind of like, hey, you know what we're going to do? And he's like, go and do it. Go for it. Go ahead. But it wasn't his order to
go and save your country, as he said at the rally.
Yeah, like Michael Cohen has said about him, he'll tell you what to do without saying it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these idiots think that, oh, that's such a genius idea. I thought of it myself. No, he planted the seed and you morons watered it. You know what I mean? Like
I said, wouldn't it be nice if Nancy Pelosi got a black eye? The next thing you know, somebody runs and punches Nancy Pelosi in the face.
Yeah.
That's how he operates.
So, kind of tied to that, Chuck Grassley was supposed to replace Pence for the Electoral College vote certification. So, did Eastman and Trump have Grassley's agreement to not accept electoral votes from the states that they were trying to change, or to accept the fake electors or something? Was Chuck Grassley in on the Eastman Trump plan? Old man Grassley.
Oh, these people.
Yes. 4 wands, page of cups, so that the fool wasn't out in the cold. It was meant to protect.
Yes, 2 wands and the lovers. He was in on the plan.
yes.
Yeah, I get like, the loss for Trump, to change it, overturn it. Yeah, he was there to disrupt that, and after the riot. So yeah, he's definitely in on it. He was going to shift everything, and he just won his primary. Letitia James has vowed to investigate Trump's $250 million in fundraising that he did between election night and January 6th, which never got used for legal fees. It got used for personal gain, and Mark Meadows, whatever his charity was. How will her investigation of the grift? The money was supposed to be used for legal fees to fight election fraud.
So how will the investigation end?
Yeah, how will Letitia's investigation of Trump go for him?
Well, maybe wishful thinking, but Judgment, 3 of Cups. Before this is Death, 3 Wands. So I'm thinking maybe it may go well. She may be able to bring up some information that can actually have a good outcome, because the outcome is actually the 3 of Cups. So let me actually put the cups and the cards in the damn order. So yes, this could go well. It just all depends on her challenge, though. I'm going to say is the 7 of Cups. He's hidden, he's lied, he's done the typical Trump thing. So being able to decipher through that is going to be, this is her at the top too, at the crown with the Queen of Swords. That's going to be her biggest challenge, is deciphering and getting to the bottom of all of those weird records, if you will.
What you getting, Johnny?
Yes, I did this reading before, I believe, but it takes a minute. So I get the Four of Wands, the Death, and Temperance. So yes, there will be some success and some change, but it's a court case, so it can take some time.
Yeah, what'd you get, Becca?
New hearings, perhaps talking to witnesses, gathering material, all that stuff. But Letitia showed up all by herself in the middle here. She's going to be very passionate about that. At the end of the day, it's going to be hard work, but it results in punishments. Whether those be fines or whatever, it ends in punishment for the result of her case. So once it's all done, there's punishment at the end of it.
The January 6th hearing basically laid out to anybody that had donated to that fund, y'all could get together and have a class action lawsuit against him.
Well, you would think maybe like wire fraud or something, because it's so many different states that.
Well, that's kind of what they said Letitia has jurisdiction on, is that some of the banks in New York is what some of that money passed through. So she can bring a case on behalf because of that.
Yeah. I get it's going to make Trump anxious here, because she's going to follow the money. And, he lost the election, but she's definitely charging in after it. I get she'll get the money trail. And it may, take a while, but I guess she'll be victorious in this. There may be like fines or payouts. Like, she's going to look into everybody he paid out of it's what I'm getting. So like Republicans that he paid out of that. So
did he pay Republicans, or did he just funnel all that money to his like 8 million shell companies to pay himself?
He's put some in Mark Meadows charity or whatever they wanted to call it that doesn't really exist. So
I mean,
he funneled some into his hotels and stuff. So
he's a greedy bastard. I'm surprised he shared any of it.
When I will say from someone I knew at one point in life, when you get large sums of money, you can't afford to have it sitting in one place. So it needs to branch off, but it still needs to be accessed by you. And so he it's not yours. I'm just going to sit it here because I can't leave it here. So don't touch it. Don't spend it. Don't buy no Maserati and investment in M&M's Mars Corporation. Remember, that's still my money, but that's what they do.
If you ever get into a large sum of money, I highly recommend you marrying somebody that you trust, writing a very nice prenup, and then giving them that large sum of money.
And you still have it.
And you still have it, and can't nobody touch it. I'm not saying I've done that personally. I'm just saying,
I was going to say, girl, why are you not sharing?
Because it's with Matt. No, I'm just kidding.
So the UK has agreed to extradite Julian Assange to the US. Will he, he's got indictments already. Will he get prosecuted? Will he serve any time in jail?
Y'all leave me alone. I learned that from the Shawshank Redemption. Damn. It's like, girl, what? Shawshank and my CPA. Just saying.
That's true. That's what Ghislaine Maxwell did, and she got stung.
Well,
she had that coming, though.
She sure did.
If you watch my readings, girl, I told you. It's a man. I've been saying it from the beginning. It's a man you ran to the arms of, and he took all your stuff.
And left you hanging.
Oh, right down to your designer purse. Took everything.
He wants to hold on, but at the crown is judgment, at the base is the hierophant. So this actual prosecutor is actually how I'm getting, and the outcome is the 10 of swords. So I think he may have to serve a little bit of time. They may get him on something. Not everything, but I think they're going to get him on something.
He's been approved for extradition if they actually do send him with the 8 of Wands and the 3 of Swords. If they do separate him and send him over, then yes, he shall suffer. And because ain't nothing he can do about it at that point. He's actually partially convicted already. So it's like they already got it lined up for you. So yeah.
Yeah, I get there's a strong case. It's like, here's the change in the extradition. Yeah, come on over here. I get that there's a woman that's going to make him very nervous about his connections with Russia also. And we were talking about this in the earlier, if they'll look again at the 2016 election. But I get he's going to have big legal issues over gifts of money, whoever paid him over this. So there's a money trail. But I get, his fortunes are changing. He is definitely like looking at doing it. They're going to try to get him talking about somebody he partnered with. Let's see. Is there a money paper trail for Trump's pardons where people paid for pardons? And will it come out? Will the money paper trail be discovered? We know there's a money paper trail because he didn't do anything for free. Will it come out?
Wow. I get no, but it won't tell me why. I guess.
Do you have a card for eating paper?
Which actually could be, because I'm like, it's not every no, they're going to be able to hold tight. It's gonna be hard to defend, but they're gonna be, they're burdened, but no, it's not gonna come out. They're gonna be able to walk away from this. I think because the challenge again is getting it off the ground and actually getting the paper trail itself. They can't, there's a roadblock, there's a block somewhere with the 8 of Swords. They can't kick it off the way they need to in a clear and concise way, that point where all roads lead to pay for play. It's going to be hard to prove, I think.
I get blockage, first card, 2 of Swords. But there's a man here, a famous man, or at least a person with a whole lot of attention. There is conjecture, but you can't take that to court. So there's a lot of, this person got one, and there's evidence, possibly here, evidence ain't proof. So I'm gonna say no, but there's a bunch of rumor and a lot of stories and a lot of headlines and a lot of this, but prosecution wise, you don't have a lot to stand on.
Yeah. I get delays and loss that, they're trying to charge in here. They know it. They know it, is there, but the details of it, they're out in the cold from, whatever forensic accountants are looking at it. So they're stuck. So I don't think they'll get that, but I do get they'll have written communication that's going to burden the crap out of him. So there's going to be something like either in emails or in writing of some kind. They're saying, oh, here's one for you, Adrian. How many children does Herschel Walker have?
I was just looking at my family group chat, and my cousin was like, "And hold on,
because he just suddenly remembered he had 2 more that he'd never acknowledged."
He said, in anticipation on both Juneteenth and Father's Day, it was discovered that Herschel has 3 illegitimate children he never claimed. My family said, "Gotta love it."
Oops, I just accidentally forgot I had kids. He's a lot like Trump.
And they're dragging his son for filth because his son used to make all these TikToks disparaging Black fathers in particular, not just fathers, but Black fathers, and claiming that most Black men don't claim their children. So they're dragging Christian filth and misery.
I guess the question is, will we learn that he has more children? Maybe he hooked up with Boebert.
Ooh, dumb.
Oh, that's the exact words that just popped into my head.
Child.
Lord Jesus. I get yes, but I asked how many, and I didn't get a number. If I go by what the card says, it's between 10 and 15. So they got the Sun, the Devil, and the Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
So, but yes, there are more. There are plenty.
Wheel of Fortune. Yes, there will be. And they're all, again, illegitimate. He never claimed any of them with the Lovers and the 3 of Swords. I pulled the number to ask how many. I'm getting 9. Is that 9 or 6? That's 9. I'm getting 9.
I just put this up to make fun of Johnny because mine is 16 too. I get a lonely woman with a child. So yeah, there's more moms out there with his kids.
Yeah, I get he lies about how many kids he's got. It's like children and the baby daddy. He's not done yet. There's more. They're going to return to this, I think, in the news and talking about it because that number's manipulated. I get he's got at least 5 that are hidden. And I think on top of that, I get another 3 and another 2 children out there with different mothers. So like 3 with one, 2 with another. So 5, 3, 2. So 10 more. He's got 10 more coming, I'm getting.
Will this come out before the election? And if so, will it even impact the election?
I mean, was he trying to start his own NFL team?
Oh, Jesus.
And they're mostly boys, right?
I get 2 more and he's done. He's toast. But I get definitely like there's inside knowledge returning to this again, and I get those secret 5. So I think 5 more will come out, in the family.
I get that, the family, but also domestically here. So perhaps in Georgia, they'll find out about him. We'll get answers about him.
I think the Happy Family and Republicans are fighting to kind of keep this from coming out, from this ruining it, because they need his seat. They want to get the higher water. But it's toast. With at the base of this is the 10 of swords and the offer he does not like. He's probably it's gonna come out, and he may have to either step aside or concede very quickly when it does take him down that he's gonna lose.
Yes, it is coming out. First two cards are both cards of surprise and upheaval. The Page of Cups, which could be also a Baby Charon, and the Tower. So yes, there will be some surprises. There's also a relationship. That person also may want money. Your word of warning is the Knight of Pentacles. So this has an over time factor with it too, because the last card is the Wheel of Fortune. So it's it's bad.
Pay up for all these 35 kids you left for.
So the January 6th committee said that at first they said they will not do referrals to DOJ, and then they came back and said, well, maybe. So, and DOJ is asking them for all the testimonial, transcriptions. Will the January 6th committee make referrals to DOJ for indictments?
Queen of Swords, Ace of Wands, Magician. Yes.
Ooh. Did you say Queen of Pentacles or Page of Pentacles, Johnny?
Queen of Swords.
Queen of Swords. Just kidding. You can say no damn Pentacles. Sorry, Jen. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Can committees do a sealed indictments? Because I'm getting like sealed indictments.
No, they can't. They can't convict.
They
They
have to
can't
be
do
public knowledge.
any of that. Mm-mm.
I'm getting something sealed or in secret, like that they magician.
Unless that action happened before they became public.
Mm-hmm.
But last I heard from Glenn Kirshner that and not just Glenn Kirshner, also Lawrence Tribe and everybody else, that the committee itself cannot
indict. No
cannot
referrals.
indict or do any of that stuff. So they can't say, "Here's a sealed whatever. We want you to do this." They
Sealed, not sealed indictments, sealed referrals, like doing it in secret.
Mm.
Sorry, I used the wrong word.
Oh, okay. So then I misunderstood. Sorry.
Sealed,
I gotta know that this thing just moves forward on its own. There's a lot of fighting and confusion, perhaps within the committee itself, but it still moves forward. But it's going to be a lot of this confusion and infighting within the committee on how to move forward, but it still moves forward. So perhaps DOJ will decide on its own, but I get there's a lot of fighting inside. So, did Johnny go? Did I miss it? Because I had my thing muted.
He said yes.
Mm-hmm.
I get possibly something comes up with Ace of Pentacles as my yes card, and the Two of Wands. They're going to start to try to set some plans. So, like kind of to what Becca's alluding though, will they be able to do it, or will they be successful? I don't know, but they're going. At least some of them are going to want to. They're going to try to.
Well, I know Liz Cheney's pushing for it because the main guy, what's his name, Jenny?
Trump.
No, not Trump, not that effing guy, but the main guy that leads
Benny,
Benny,
or what's his name that heads the committee?
Is it Benny Thompson? He's like, no, and Liz Cheney is like, yes. You know, so there's Cheney wants it, but the other guy says no.
Yeah, they're on Tuesday's January 6th committee. They're going to be talking about the fake electors and Trump's role in that. So I want to ask, ultimately, will DOJ indict Trump for sedition. He's already charged Oath Keepers and Peanut Butter Boys, Oath Creepers for sedition. Will he, little one-eyed Stewie Rhodes got charged with sedition. Will he ultimately charge Trump with sedition? Johnny, was it you that was telling me before we started like 58% of Americans support charging Trump now?
That was me. It was 50 before, and then after these last hearings, the very last one that we had last week, new ABC polling shows that is up to 58% of the public wants to see Trump indicted and held accountable. So it went up 8 points. So that's good. That's over half the country, or at least half the people that they've polled.
Changing people's minds
because of the way that they're doing it. So it doesn't give Republicans any talking points that, oh, this is bipartisan. They're bringing Trump's own people and showing their own testimonies. So can't really argue with that.
Adrian,
I get if they do it, it's going to happen very quickly. We've got the evidence and support to do it. Starts off with the tower. The strength is at the base. The star, the hope, the healing card is at the base, and the outcome is the Eight of Wands. However, their challenge, though, is getting not only him, but make sure they're getting all the right people and they don't skirt off, is what I want to say. So kind of making sure that, how do I put this? Not that the evidence sticks because they have it, but they don't look like they're doing it just to do it. And they're bringing charges not only to Trump, but the right people, because Trump he could not have done that alone. And that's where the leverage comes in. So it's going to be him. And if it's not him, they're going to get the ones closest to him.
What you getting, Johnny?
I'm going to say no. At the moon. And I asked this question, the reading will come out eventually, I guess. Will the DOJ ultimately pursue Donald Trump? And I didn't ask about sedition, though. But if they pursue him, it's something smaller than that. And I get the Nine of Pentacles, what I clarified on the moon. So it would have to be ironclad, absolute, I saw you with my own two eyes type of thing in order to convict him for sedition. Possibly something else. Yes, the people in his circle with the Lover's card, Six of Cups, maybe even one of his children. But for him and sedition, I get no.
Yeah, what you getting, Becca?
I pulled this card first and I was like, nope. Then I pulled this card and I was like, nope. And then I pulled this one just to get the full picture. Not sedition. It may be something around chronic obstruction or delays. So perhaps delaying an official proceeding, because that has a better chance that they can improve and add to that. Perhaps they have more. But sedition, no, it's looking like something that's a chronic obstruction, a chronic delay, something like that they're able to get him on. So
because all of the little rioters are not even been charged with sedition. I think the one, the eye patch guy, he's pretty much the only one being charged with sedition.
There's like 10 Oath Creepers, and they got 5 Peanut Butter Boys just like a week or two ago.
But that's because they got them on everything. They brought weapons and all this other stuff. So they had a mountain of evidence against these people. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like
out of 600 people, they got 10 for sedition.
Yeah, I guess it's harder to prove. Maybe I don't know how much.
That's what Merrick Garland said. It was some article that said they were going for lesser charges, so not to bog down the courts and to make sure you got a conviction. So I can get you for unlawful trespassing. Sedition takes longer.
I'm getting waiting for the harvest here. When the timing is right, they're going to move forward on Trump. and they know they have to be successful, like they've got to have all their ducks in a row. I get they're like watching to see what goes on in the other courts. So like Fannie Willis down in Georgia, if he tampered with their elections, that's fuel for sedition, because then you've got election tampering already proven through another court to back up a sedition claim. So I get, it's going to take time, but I think ultimately they will. I get celebration, but then I get like Trump being isolated, which is what I always see. Trump isolated.
And also with the entire fake elector scheme too, Jenny, they can tie him into that easily.
So you keep getting all these other charges and obstruction and everything else. You build it all up, and then the grand total is sedition.
But
my only problem with all of this is, and always has been, get one at least.
And make
all of this. He could be, but nobody does anything. Exactly. He sits right now, charge free, in some chair somewhere, eating Cheetos and Diet Coke.
And grifting off his stupid.
Yes, stealing money from people who don't know no darn better.
Well, thank you everyone for the super chats tonight, and for Adrian for joining us in our Petty Boots, our 1 hour on Lauren Boebert at the beginning. If you missed that, go catch up, watch it later. Again, happy Father's Day to everybody, and happy Juneteenth. Anybody else got anything? We're on Becca's channel next week.
And if you're going to go out and get dirty, use protection. You don't want to end up like Lauren Boebert. Just saying. That's all I got.
Thank you, everybody, and we will see you next week.